Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, January 27, 2022. You could be communicating a lot today. This could be the sort of day where you suddenly have to write a letter or proposal. Or you could find yourself making a short speech, giving advice or instructions about something new. You'll enjoy using your language abilities. You have a gift with words, so don't be shy. Your natural warmth and loving nature should be more apparent than usual today, and you are likely to attract new people, both men and women, into your aura. Perhaps old friends, whom you haven't seen for a while, could suddenly reappear on the scene. This is an excellent time to plan a social event, or invite a friend to lunch. You might also want to fix yourself up and plan a romantic evening. There is a great chance that incredible luck will befall you, but it's important to realize that nothing will come without hard work on your part. Don't just sit back and expect someone else to hand you the treasure chest. You have the map in your hand, so start following it. Once you get started, you may realize that you are much closer to the X than you think. It is up to you to make the journey, but keep in mind that there is a great deal of help for you along the way. Today you might need to focus on some practical matters. Sometimes you tend to live for the moment, and you forget to do things like pay your bills. Try to take care of the little things today. Maybe you should balance your checkbook, or look into paying off some credit debt. You might even consider some extra ways of earning money so that you can have greater financial freedom. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly, and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. Life is good for you right now. In fact, you can totally see how to make your friends' lives easier too, if they can only slow down and listen to you. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose, with much higher chances for success. Some rather disturbing news about the world financial situation could have you worrying somewhat about your own income. However, don't panic. Chances are the news is blown all out of proportion. An intensely vivid and somewhat unsettling dream could have you waking up in the middle of the night, wondering if it's real. Write the dream down and look at it in the morning. It'll all make sense to you then. Rather philosophic and comprehensive, today you should try to bring your ideas on opening, natural authority, sense of duty and responsibility together in harmony. But to do this, you will definitely have to master your aggressiveness towards others. The hour of conciliation has come. If it hasn't, break UPS with one or more people who are close to you will be in the air. Be diplomatic. Trips both short and long will likely be mired in mechanical difficulties and delays of all types. You will get to your destination eventually, but you are going to have to be patient. If you are heading to the airport, be sure to bring a book, a long one, to help make the wait more bearable. If you're just heading across town, bring along your favorite CD to keep your spirits up. Your frustration will be forgotten once you arrive. While the first Mercury retrograde phase of 2022 didn't begin in your friendship sector, this is where it will end, after the planet of communication retrograde back in yesterday. In a case of perfect timing, Mercury has returned just days before Venus is due to turn direct, but while in retrograde motion, she is still holding the doors open to the past and second chances. This makes the next few days even more important for not just connecting with the past, but thanks to Mercury, for giving the past and unsaid words a voice. Whether it was Mars' return 2 days ago or Mercury's yesterday, support for Venus in her final days in retrograde motion in a social and serendipitous part of your chart is increasing. With Mercury also in retrograde motion, this increases the potential for the past to surprise you while making it easier to make the most of the doors open to the past and second chances. The Leo moon faces off with expansive Jupiter this morning, bringing an abundance of attention your way. Feeling like all eyes are on you can be a little disconcerting, so it's important to remember that it's okay to put off answering messages or phone calls until you're feeling up to it. Luckily, things begin to feel more grounded and organized only a short time later, and the moon changes signs into pragmatic Virgo. Use this energy to tap into your efficient side and knock out any correspondence or task you've been avoiding recently. Venus faces off with deceptive Neptune this evening, so things could get a little weird in romantic relationships. The energy here can cause us to inflict more damage than we realize in the moment, so try not to be overly critical or demanding of your partner or yourself right now. If you sense that someone is lying to you or gaslighting you, you might want to back away from the situation for a day or two so you can reflect privately and gain a clearer perspective on how you feel about the situation. This evening, feelings of restlessness are likely to manifest, and the moon aligns with passionate Mars while entering a harsh T-square to the nodes of fate. Your desire for change could be supercharged, and you may feel passionate about getting ahead on your path, but issues from the past or uncertainty about the future could leave you feeling stuck. In the morning, the Leo moon opposes Jupiter in Aquarius, making us vulnerable to others' jealousies. In centering conversations around our own experiences, we can come off as showboat. We are entirely naive to this, unable to see ourselves realistically and believing that we are making friends when we are really attracting people who want to see us knocked off our pedestal. We should be mindful of how we are presenting ourselves, as well as the company we are keeping. Perhaps it will be better to put off new introductions until later in the morning, as the moon enters its void following this aspect. We only get one chance to make a first impression, so we might as well hedge our bets. 2.5 hours later, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our interests lie in organizing, restructuring, and perfecting our routines. Doing so gives us a feeling of emotional satisfaction, as if we are insulating ourselves from the disorganization and clutter of the outside world. The same attitude that enables us to tackle tedious mundane duties and also make us critical of others' choices or predispositions. Aim to stay on your own path and let others live their lives. You'll save more energy this way.